Today we're going to discuss how to install GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program, which, while simpler than Photoshop in the tools it allows, can do many things that Photoshop can do, open source and for free. To get started, you go to gimp.org, which is their homepage. You download the link. Assuming you're running Windows, you go download the GIMP installer for Service Pack XP Service Pack 3 or later. It takes you to SourceForge. Once you can save the file, which is now, save it to a directory you can install. When it finishes downloading, you'll open the link. Once your download finishes, you will double click on the icon where you've downloaded it to. It'll open up a security warning. Click Run. Open up another security warning to allow it to make changes to your computer. Click Yes to that. Next thing it wants is the default language during installation. English here, and for the sake of argument, we're going to customize it. So click Next. Select a place for the program. In this case, I'll use the default. See Program Files, GIMP2. Next. There are several things you can choose not to install, but for the best format and working, I would leave all of these things checked and just click Next. It will ask you what types of files you want to associate it with. By default, it's associated with only its own file formats, although you can choose to associate it with any of these listed formats, and it can open any and all of them. So click Next. And because I do like that being on the desktop and on quick launch, I will use that. Click Next one more time. It gives you a full summary of the choices you've made. And click Install. Come back after this is finished installing to continue. Now that we've got GIMP installed, it's on our desktop, double click, and it'll open up. Load takes a few moments, so we will stop here. Okay, now we have your basic window. We'll have here brushes. We have your color map, which I enjoy using, but you may or may not. We have a layers tool, and we have your main toolbox. Also in the center, we have this primary window that does your that you use to actually make your files. So for this, we're going to create a new file. I like to use one of the templates, say US letter, doing landscape. Now I can draw. I can use any of the tools that GIMP lets me. I can erase things. Once I'm finished, File, Save. I'll save this off as a GIMP, my first GIMP. XCF, which is GIMP's own manipulation. Also, if we want to export it, File, Export. Lets you choose the type of export by file. In this case, we'll do a JPEG. Keeps the same file name. Click Export. Bring up another page, allowing you to choose a number of options, including the quality. You can save a comment with it. You can load any of it. You can save a set of defaults and then load them whenever you want. Click Export, and you end up with a file that you can use anywhere. GIMP is really a fine tool for any number of amateur projects, and professionals do use the tool. There are tools that make many things out there that GIMP can do easier, such as Photoshop, but for the cost, GIMP can't be beat. Bye. Stop recording.